Hey, hey, Spring LaFaye, Simply Tara. Today has been a day. We have dug out the fire pit, and I was just doing some dishes, put on some brownies, and started feeling soulmate. Not my soulmate, but a message around soulmate. So this does feel like it is for Aquarius. So, and it's got that feel of what your soulmate wants you to know. Reading I did a while back. Oh my goodness. It's a feeling like whomever I'm talking to, they want that special cup, that special soul connection. They want that special one. And, it feels like you have been really growing your life, growing, spiritually and mentally and your stability. It feels like you've had plenty of options in your life, but for whomever I'm talking to, they're holding out for that soulmate connection. And this also is about creativity, I feel like. So I feel like many of you need to delve into that. Honestly. Because it feels like you're taking on the Empress energy. And you're setting in your power. And you have what you need to take things further. That's what it feels like. So I just want to know what do they want you to know? Your soulmate. What does their soul, what's your soul to know? For some of you, you got the Death card. For some of you, if you've been hanging on and holding on and waiting on a certain soulmate, for some of you, it's not going to go forward. Now, this isn't for all of you, but that is for some of you, and I feel like you know it. Whomever I'm talking to, and I feel like it's more than one, you know inside that it's not going to go where you want it to. So, if you don't know that inside, then this is not for you. But if you failed it, then this is just confirmation. It's what I feel like with the Death card. Now, for the ones of you that you have faith and you know that it's going to happen, you've not felt like, I feel like the ones of you that this is for, you may have faith in it too. But I feel like down deep inside, you have had that intuition, that gut telling you that it's not going to go forward. And so, for the ones that haven't had that gut feeling, that just know in the bottom of the pit of their being that they're going to have their soulmate, well, I feel like it's coming. We've got the Three of Pentacles. And that's happiness. That is happiness. I feel like, it's coming. You have to keep faith. You have to, if you're on that journey where you are wanting that soul connection, you have to keep that faith. And for some of you, this is coming back together with someone, that you've known in this life. For others of you, it's simply, because this is the reconciliation card. For some of you, though, you haven't met them, but you have the faith that you're waiting for them, and they're coming. But I feel like you have to prepare And you have to prepare yourself, because it's just it's a feeling, you know, decluttering and your life, your mind, getting rid of old things that you don't need, that no longer serve you. And within your mind, that could be patterns or ways of thinking, limiting belief systems. You know, what you may have been taught as a child that you no longer believe. You need to just let it go. You know, and we got the Four of Staves. You know, this is Four of Wands. So, you know, for those of you, I feel like the ones of you that know in the bottom of your being that your waiting is not in vain. You know, it is a journey. And many people, you know, many do say twin flame. I'm kind of, you know, about that. Yeah. So I don't know. But I do feel like that I believe in soulmates. And, you know, not all of them are for us. Not all of them are meant to be with us. I just seen an ant. Oh my God, right over there. But for some of you, Four of Wands. You know, and it's all about having that faith, holding that faith, keeping your faith, and working on yourself hard, working on your stability. You know, this person wants you to know that's what they're doing. Their soul does. It's like it's like a message from their soul to your soul. They're working hard because they want to come towards you. It feels like, and for some of you that haven't met them and they haven't met you, the universe, you know, is what is going to drive them towards you. Is the universe is going to give you that chance to become one. We had one flip. Yeah, see the High Priestess. Following your intuition. And, you know, having faith. And being able to see through things. Because, you know, it's never just easy cut and dry, easy peasy. And, yeah, doing the work. That inside work with the Four of Swords. Doing that inside work that needs to be done. Because, you know, it feels like there's missions and that have to be done, that need to be done, that are supposed to be done for higher good. You know, doing that inside work on yourself. You know, I feel like that this person, they're doing the inside work on themselves. For many of you, this person that they have been stuck. Now, this could be within a relationship, that it could be within their own mind patterns, but they've been stuck. I do feel like, you know, this is the Five of Pentacles. I feel like they've been working very hard to get themselves unstuck from whatever is holding them. Seven of Swords. For some of you, this person is going to be moving near you or towards you. And, yeah, with that Seven of Swords, it's like picking up and leaving, you know, after they get themselves unstuck from whatever is holding them back. Some of them, this is a person. For others of them, this is their own mindset. Page of Staves. You know, I feel like that for those of you that have been waiting and you know this person, there's going to be some form of news. You're going to get some form of news. And for those of you, you know, that we got the death card, you may never get news. So, you know, it's a point of following your intuition on this. You know, I also feel like that this is the universe's way of this being a message. That faith is needed. Faith is needed. And you need to keep that faith. I also feel like that many of you, there's some that love to burn candles, and when you're releasing with the moon, I am drawn to this, and I'm just now getting this. I have started something new. I have got to where I use matches. I don't use the lighters whenever I am going to. There's that little ant. I hate to kill him. I'm going to put him over there. I don't use a lighter anymore whenever I'm going to be, you know, releasing with the moon. I've got to where I like for it to all kind of go back to the earth. So I'm using matches. And, you know, they are wooden. They go back to the earth. So that's what that looks like to me, as a match stem. Matchstick. So, yes, that came for someone. Yes. Or for many. I feel like this person is also getting, there's some form of news they're getting. Their soul wants you to know there's some form of news they're getting that's going to help them to be unstuck so that they can move forward to balance their life. And, you know, I feel like you are balancing your life as well. I hope that you can see all these cards. And then we got the Ace of Staves. You know, this is growth. But this is growth towards what you want. Now, does this mean just sit at home and just ponder and wait? No. This means work on yourself. This means still get out. Because you could miss this soulmate if you haven't met them. You know, get out into the world, not now while we're having this lockdown. But once this is over, make yourself more accessible. You know, and now you can do that online as well. But yeah. So soul, you know, I feel like, yeah, this is not terrible. Now this right here, you know, the death card, which, you know, it's really not terrible. It may feel terrible, but, you know, and I know that. I have went through this. But after you realize that that person was not meant for you, you realize that by, you know, a higher power stepping in and putting an end to it, that saves you from more hardship in your life. And I know, me personally, I don't want any more. You know, I've had enough of that. I want real. So that's the way I look at it. I want real in my life. I don't want any. I want to keep myself at this Empress right here. Yeah. So that's what I've got for you. Just a little short soul to soul. And till next time. Bye.